Hello everybody, Bill Thornton, SoCalsabre here. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be taking a look at that Kickstarter that I recently got, Thunder Rolls. I'll be doing the demo that I hope to have been able to give you. It won't be a tutorial, but I'll show you the different parts of the race so that you can make your mind whether this would be fun for you or not. So let's get down to the racetrack. And here's the track, and I'll be bringing it in a little bit closer to show you things during the race. I did the pre-qualifying setup over here for the cars, and how that's done. I'm going to be using two players, blue and orange, and then 6 non-player drivers. Now how the setup was done was each actual player gets dealt 2 qualifying cards, okay, with a number on them. The higher the number, the closer you're going to be. As you can see, blue got the pole position because of that. And I'll get rid of this hat in a second. Okay, and orange, because I'm going to try something. The lower the number you get, the further back you are, but you get a special bonus on the card. For example, this says retrieve 1 die from any action title. Once a one-time bonus that you can use during there. So I just wanted to see how this would work. This is my second learning game. Okay, and let's what I want to show you first. Okay, all right, we can bring it. Let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, so how this race starts, the blue guy will go first. He has 8 dice. He takes the 8 dice, shakes them up, and rolls them. Now he has to create sets of dice. This is not going to be a training tutorial, but I want to show you some things. So he's got 3 1s, 2 6s, a 2, 3, and a 4. Now he needs to place a set of dice on one of these cards down here, or one of these places on the bottom. Pit stop, rubbing is racing, low line, crew chief, high line, and the groove. Now, okay, say I wanted to put it on the 6s on the groove so I could move to. Well, I have to put both 6s on. You got to throw the whole dice that just in. So that would be kind of like wasting 2 for 1. And so don't think I want to use the 6 this time. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, if I use this 4, I'm going to put it into what's called priority position 1, which I'll explain a little bit later. Because those cards, I'm going to only show you certain things, okay? And this wood says move 1. So blue, got that hat off, would move 1. I should have a stick like they have for the big war room game. Okay, so move 1, but it says retrieve 1 die from any other action space, which means I could go, if I had die up here, I could take it and put it back into my dice pool. So there is dice rolling, but there is some strategy here because you have to be really careful. It says, or draw a crew chief card. So I'm going to draw a crew chief card. We'll see what the crew chief card says. Track A, 2nd or 3rd Thunder Phase. Play when on the 2nd or 3rd priority position, you choose cards first. That's pretty important because at the top, the first priority position means that you would get the first card to choice. But if you're 2nd or 3rd, you don't. And some of the 3rds are blocked off in the 2-player game, as you can see. So we'll keep that. That's pretty nice there. So blue picks up his dice, returns them. Now the orange player, and he's stuck back there. He's gonna have some problems, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, so he's got 3s and 3 4s. 5 and a 6. Okay, so because he's stuck, I forgot to show that one to you. Okay. See, he's stuck here. He can't go forward. He's gonna play this 5 die. Now this 5 die, putting it on the 5 here in the priority 1 position, means draft. Okay, so when he's drafting, he's pushing everybody in front of him 1 space. So he's going here and then this guy's going up, and then he's pushing up there. Okay, so he's making a little bit of progress. Okay, so he takes his dice back. I got a friend coming over sometime this week or weekend to play this for the first time so far. So now we're going to go into we can move the dice tray out of the way. We're going to go into the non-player drivers down here. These are these guys right here. They were set up randomly, so the yellow is going to be going first. We're going to take non-player action cards. Okay, but the first thing we're going to do before we play yellows is in the two-player game, and I put these in a bag so instead of a cup. He's going to pull the dice thing out. It's got a 2. Okay, so it's going to go over here on the 2 in the priority 1 spot. Now we're going to take the card. Okay, let's see, it's broke up into 2 phases, the rolling phase and then the thunder phase. We're in the rolling phase right now. So if he had a helmet here on the top of this card, if there was a helmet, would allow him to go up here to the helmet, but it's not. So it's move 3. Now we can see yellow out here. I gotta remember to keep moving this so you guys can see things. Yellow can move 3. Okay, so they're going 1, 2, 3. Big move for yellow. Big move for yellow. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at purple. Red and black sitting back there saying, what's going on up there? Okay, purple. It's got a double 4. Now we already put, oh, yeah, you can still see it. We already put a blue die on this there. This double die moves this down. Takes the priority. Now we're getting purple's action card. Okay, he can do a crossover. I'll show you what this crossover means. That means you can do a crossover with this car right here. Not the one right next to him, but right here. So what will happen in the race is they will go like this and cross over. Nice move. Nice move, purple. Who is purple's name? Oh, it's Gus Gallagher. They have names on them. That's fun too. A little thematic action going there. Okay. So we're going down now. They're going to be doing Team White. White, who had a good, got pushed up there to the front, is going to have a really good shot to do something here. A 2. So it's going on the second action in 2. Got to remember to try to get in the pit stop over there before the run's over with a 1, because if not, you're going to draw a hazard card. Okay. Here's White's card. All right, so they got the helmet. So we go up here to the helmet, and White can do a crossover, but there's nobody to cross over with. You can't cross over with somebody right next to you. You can only do it like I showed you there before a second. So he's going to get, because he's got nothing to do, he's going to move 1. And he's going to go here and move in front of this guy. Takes the lead. We're going to be funny to see what red and black can do. They got to get going. Okay. Green takes the first in the pit stop over here. Okay. And the green card is crossover. And guess what? He's going to pay that guy back, ain't he? Green's going to cross over with purple, who did it to him. A little revenge action there. Okay. I'm trying to keep my head out of it. I got to keep the camera up so you can see things too. All right. All right, so now we're going to red finally. Let's get his dice pull out here. And he pulls a 3. So that's first priority on the, that's not the 3 chart, this is the 3 chart. So these 2s should have been over here. That's a mistake. Okay, so he's got the first priority on the 3 chart. 4s, 5s, okay, everybody else is all right. All right, red needing something big here. Oh boy. You got that. He gets to go to his helmet. I'll show you. Okay. You can only do one in there, but he gets to go to his helmet. If he didn't have the helmet, he would only move one. He goes up to his helmet and he can move two. One. Now, he cannot just go over here for his second movement. He's going to do what's called a push. All right, because there's nothing left, so he's going to push everybody one time. Now, because yellow's in there, I mean orange is a player, that could cause a spin out. So his number is 6 on his card. I'll show you that. Is 6 on his card. So they're going to throw one die, and if it's a 6, it's a spin out. It's not a spin out. So he survives that. So he's moved. Okay. We got some black. Spin outs and then people go backwards. Alright, here's the black die move. 3. So he's taking the second priority on the 3. It's going to take some work for these guys to get it. Here's the black card. He's getting the helmet also. And it's the same thing. He's going to get to move 2. But he can. Let's see, 1, 2. So he's back up into the race. I hope you're liking this so far. Go down there and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Get this newer game, more advertisement out there on YouTube. There are some other YouTube channels out there that got them. So check them out if you want some more. All right, so we're going to the second round. I'm going to show you one more round, and then I'm going to pause it. I'll bring you back in later to show you another segment of the race. Okay? So we're back to blue. And blue finds himself with that white guy in front of him, but he can move out of there. He can move. He can cut and cross. Okay. Okay. See, we got a 1, 2, 3, so 4 and a 5. 2 1s. I don't want to use that for the pit stop yet. Okay, he don't have a 6 this time to use. At any time, see this card here? It says fresh tires. When it says fresh tires, at any time you can re-roll your dice and flip it over. Then, if it's on this side, when you get to the pit stop, you can flip it back again. Nice little mechanic there. So what do we want to do? Okay, he's 5. He can draft. You want to draft and push 1 out that far too? I don't think so. Okay. All right, he's going to go with this 3. Oh, he's got 2 3s. You don't want to do that either. 2. All right, he's going to use this 2 because you don't want to draft. Okay. Here we go. He's going to use this draft down here. See, they're all 2s because they're tied. It's going to be a crossover or a side draft, then move 1. Okay? So, when you do a side draft, the guys next to him get pushed back. Let's get this up there so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to say he's side drafting on this guy right here. So, this whole line is going back 1. And then after his side draft, it says, then move 1. So he's going to move 1, and he's going to go to the inside line. So blue's done for this turn. All right, we're going orange now. Okay. 2 6s, 2 4s, 2 2s and a 1. This is orange, huh? You don't want to waste 2 6s on that move. Orange can draft. Does he have a 5? No, he doesn't have a 5. Don't want to use the 2 4s or the 2 2s yet. So he's going to go and put it in the pit stop. So what this means in the pit stop is at this point in time, he's not going to get a hazard card when it gets there. Okay, so orange is done. This is called the rolling phase of the game. And I should show you this too. The beginning of the game, they recommend, there's a little number that says recommend with the lowest and work your way up. This is the Beacon 400 race, and it tells you that it's going to be an oval board, one stage. The one stage is rolling, interlude, thunder phase, scoring. Half of it says 0.05, it's actually 0.5. Then the special rules. Each time you perform a crossover, oh, and I missed that one space. I'll give it to the last guy. No, I won't give it to either one. I'll make it even. Each time you perform a crossover, move one space. So they had crossed over and moved up. And I missed that. Hazard, body damage. The body damage penalty is ignored on all hazard cards, okay? So these are accepted and then they're put up here. Right where you can see them and read them and use them, which I did not do. Oh boy. All right, here we go. We're going to the non-player drivers again. All right? And we're still drawing dice for them. It goes through 2 times with them drawing dice, and then their dice this time is over. Okay, so we're going, here's a 6, the highest priority over here. Now we're going to draw the card for the yellow driver down here. Okay, he's got the helmet, and his helmet says draft. He can draft, and he needs to draft. You only can do the first one, and it says draft. He can draft, so he pushes blue up further. Moves into second place, and the yellow moving along there. Okay. I'll give you my thoughts on it at the end of the video too. This is purple, doing the 5. Doesn't bump him down yet. The purple, he's got draft. Just down here, he can't go up to there. So he's got draft. Where's he at? Purple. He can't draft, so he gets to move 1. He didn't like that at all. Okay, here we are now on the white 2 5s. Going down here, that pushes everybody down on the track. Okay, now white, who's up there in the lead. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, he's got crossover on his top card that they have to use. And he can't do it. Oh, yes, he can do a. He can do a crossover with this guy. Okay, so he's doing a crossover, making a great move on him. Then I won't forget it this time. And then he gets to move 1. So, down here on the track, there's red or yellowish diamonds or triangles and blue triangles. Once we get past here, it'll mean that. If a guy starts his turn on one of those diamonds, he gets to move extra. If this guy ends his turn on a blue diamond, it means he gets to move extra. But when you're first playing the game, they recommend that you don't use them. Okay, that was white making a big move. Making Bill, the blue guy, mad. Okay, so here we go. We're doing, that was white. We're going to green. Green's dice number is 2 6s. Just going to push that 1 6 down to the bottom. Now the only way to get first priority on this is to be able to get 3 6s out there. Which, don't know if you want to do that. Okay. And green. Okay, doesn't have no helmet, so the green gets to move 2. 1 2. The non-player drivers are good. Supposed to, if they can, they're supposed to try to use that if it's available. If it's not available, then they can. They don't have to use it. Okay. So we're going to red. Okay, and it's a 1. So all 3 of those are filled up on the 1. That's it for the red. Oh no, he gets a card too. I'm sorry. Okay, he gets a side draft. Red does not have side draft capability, so he gets to move 1, but you don't push if you can make the move without, you know, doing it. And he can make the move 1. He moves into here. Okay, so now we're going black. And we're doing the last die for the non-player drivers. And it's a 4. And there ain't no 4 there, 30 there, so it goes down here in the bottom, but he still gets, and it would still use the move. He just wouldn't get any priority positions for cards that'll come up later in the game. Okay, so what are we doing? We're doing the team black here. He's got draft, and he does not have a draft. So unfortunately, so he gets to move up 1. So that's been 2 rounds of the rolling phase. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it now, and then I'm going to bring you back in for the next part that will show you something different in the race. Okay, we are done with the rolling phase. As you can see here, everybody's moved right along here. There could be more. Here's an issue, and I'm trying to find it, but I haven't been able to find it yet. Blue rolled and did his last dice. Then orange rolled and did his last dice. Now they were first and second. Then the NPDs are supposed to be following after that. Now somewhere in there it rolls. It says when a player has used their last dice, they don't go any further. Now, is it after this turn? Then they don't go any further if the other guys got dice, or because they used their dice, does it stop automatically? I don't know. I'm going to leave it right there for right now. And as you can see, right now we have the white card, number 11, in first place, number 10 following. They're both NPDs, non-player drivers. And then we got the player drivers, blue and orange, back out here. We got some other NPDs that have run into a little trouble back there. We had a couple spin outs, which created guys going backwards. There's risks when you push a guy there. The one thing I'm not going to play is there'll be no side drafting on the curves. Okay, it has to be straight, like a straight line next to it. Do a side draft. If you guys in here, who's going to side draft? You know, you can't tell. So I'm going to say no side drafting on the curves unless there's a straight line. Like if he was here, that would be a good one. Okay, but in here, no. Okay. So the next thing we're going to go now is we're going into this priority phase. Oh boy, I missed something really big at the beginning of the game. Let me go reset that, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, this was supposed to be done in setup. Do you see the dice here? Below here I got a line of thunder cards. 3 for each section up there, like in the pit stop, and right here it says down arrow, down arrow, down arrow. It means it's all down cards. Down cards. Then over here it's got 1 up, 2 down. Then here it's got 2 up and 1 down. Then it's 1 up, 2 down, and then it's all 3 down. That gets us, has nothing to do with what you've seen already. It gets us to this phase at this point in time. Okay? And so I'll try to show you that without making any further mistakes. All right, it wasn't too big of a thing because it didn't affect any part of the game. So we're going to go here to priority positions. Now, the number 1, I play it this way, the best card is taken out because it's not no priority position. So we're going to say that the 6 with the clean air is the best card. All right, taking it out. Now, orange is in the second spot. You can't see that. Right here. Orange is in the second priority position. So they get the second best card. So this would have been the second best card. So they're going to take this, put it over there by their card. Okay? That takes care of section 1, the pit stop. Both players had dice in the pit stop area, so they do not get a hazard card. So we're going over here, and the first 2 are taken by the AI, and then blue gets the third best card. That's what I call it. I read it different ways. Some people say, or some of the book might read it where it says the third card in here. Well, look at that. So if I would say the third best card, I would probably say this one is the third best. Now these flags on the side of these cards, a little flag there, they are important, and I'll try to show you that also when we get there. So blue's taking that one. We're going over here, and no player, not one of us, got into here. So all three of these cards are gone. This is not going to be good for these players. Now we're going into here, right here, we got orange getting the second best. Let's flip this one over here. Second best would be this one here. Okay, just going to have to do a roll. I'll show you that too in a minute. And then they got a flag on the right. Okay, and then we get down to these because he's below the list. He got to make the moves, but he doesn't get a priority card. Blue's sucking it up here. Now blue's over here. He gets the first priority card. That 6 looks really nice. Working the pack. It's a pretty good card too, but if I'm playing the best cards. Okay, so this will be the best card over to blue. And then this will be the third card, which will be this one here. It's a pretty good card though. It's got flags on both sides. Over to orange. And that one's out. Now we go into the last segment. We got orange getting the best. Let's see what's above be the best. Let's think. We don't want to try to take a chance on a horse, so let's get the horsepower card. Okay, and they're gone. So now at this point in time, each player has to have 4 cards. So in order to substitute, for blue's only got 2, we're going to give them 2 speed cards. Okay, and then orange has 4, so they keep all 4 of theirs. Now they're going to do, what's called programming their fields, and I'll show you. I'm going to put this on pause, program, and then show you what it's all about. Okay, before we go, each player that has this hazard thing has to roll a die, and if they get a 1, they're going to get a hazard card. So this person's got 2 over here, the orange. They don't have any 1, so they're in okay shape. All right, now this would be done normally. Bring it in a little closer if I can for this. And bringing the wires in with you, Bill. Oh, Bill. Move these over. I guess this is called the resolution phase. I may be wrong. Now, these would be done upside down, so the other opponents can't see what you're going to be doing. And then the first player, blue, would turn over and use their first card. Then they would turn over and use their first card. And then we will go into their seconds. Now, another reason I wanted to leave them up is to show you something that's important. If you look at the flags, there's a left flag and a left flag. There's no left or right. So over here, the way that orange set it up is cool. You got a right and then a left, and a right and then a left. Them are called sets of flags. And for each set of flags you have at the end, you get to move 2 movements for each set. So that could be pretty important. So now I showed you all the cards. There's no use of hiding them. Let's go back over here. Let's get a little more room here, so I can show you what the thunder phase is. I hope I'm doing this right, and it won't bother too much. So we're going blue first. So blue has 6 in the draft, but he can't do that. So he's going to be going, blue is going to be going 1. And then, no, I don't think he can draft right off the bat. Okay. And then he's going to have to push, which could result in problems. So he's going to roll a die, and if it matches, if it's a 3, they've had a spin out, and it is a 3. So this goes like this. 1. Okay, so now he's got 5 more moves still. So he's going to push one more time. You know, he does not have to push one more time. Yeah, he was stuck there. He had to push. So now he can go 2, then 3, 4, 5. So he's out there. Okay, so that's the number 1 for them. Now we go on to number clean air. Clean air 4. Now it does have clean air, so this means there's nobody in front of him. What does that mean? Okay, if I'm reading this right, because of the special bonus down there, it's going to clean air. There's no cars in front of him in 2, so he's going to get those 2, and then he's going to get to go 4 more because of that card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look like a big thing there. But so hope I did it right. Okay, so now we're going to the non-player drivers, and we're going to yellow. Okay, so now we're using the bottom of their card. It says take it up to the helmet. We're going to go up to the helmet. First thing is draft, and you can do as many as you can. Yellow can draft 1. You only draw when you draft with the card behind you. You only bring 1 with you. So the next thing we can do is a side draft. They can't side draft. So then we come down here to the rolling section, and he does 3. So he goes 1, and then to stay with the thing, 2. Screw this all up. We'll do it here, 3. Okay. Now we're going to purple. Well, he doesn't have not so lucky. He can move 4. It's going to help give him a chance to get up here. 1, 2. You don't want to be bumping. 3, 4. So purple makes a good move. It's team white. Wow, they're getting a 5. After they, why did white get up there in the first place? Did I do the wrong card before? I did do the wrong card before with that clean air. White wasn't supposed to be there. So he's back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would have been here, so we'll just do it this way. I'm sorry, did the wrong. That should have been her. I say her. Okay, so she got the 2 and the 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. The orange takes the lead. That was the orange card. I played that one wrong. Okay, now we're doing white, and white can do 5. So it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets right back into it. We're going green back here. Green's going 6. Nobody's getting the helmet cards, but green says I'll take it. Okay. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a push. And so they're affected here. So orange is going to throw a die and hope that it's not a 3. It's not. So there's no problem penalty on that push. No risk on that one. Okay, so now we're going to red. Now red's got the helmet. Oh, this is going to be a big move. So first you go up to the top, and it's a 2. Where's red at? Way back. This is really going to help him. 1, 2. Everything you use, everything you can. So we're going to go down here to the bottom now. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So red, way back there, has come in. We got quite a race going here. Quite a race. And then we got black. He's got the helmet. So he's going to get 6 total also. This is pretty bad though, right here. Okay, that's one. Now he's going to do a push. Oh, these are all in. Oh no, he's not an MPP driver. So this is blue. He's got to get roll a die. There's something about the side guy that I don't understand. A 1, and black is a 1. So there was a spin out. 1, 2. So now black has some more. So he's going to go. He had a total of 6. That was his first one. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting them up there. Oh, the green one wouldn't have counted anyway because they're different numbers. Okay, so that's black. So now we're going back to the blue driver. He's doing 3 side drafts if he can. I think that's how it works. That you get to do about everything. So where's blue? He can't side draft in the curve. I already said he can play that. Okay, so he's going to go 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then a push on the third one. And blue's going to roll another die. He's not having very much luck. What's white's number? White's number is a 3. Oh, nothing this time. So he's okay. Now we're going to orange. Okay, working the pack. Let me look at that one. That would only be if there was cars in front of him and you just keep switching places and everything. So it's going to get a move of 3 on the orange car. 1, 2, 3. Orange is the first one across. Oh, it's down here. It's the first one across. Okay. All right. That was orange. All right. So now we're going back to yellow. And yellow gets a 3. No helmet. 1, 2 on the push. They're non-player drivers, so they'll never fail. 3 on the push. Okay. Now we're going to purple. Purple's got the helmet. Can purple draft? Yes, purple can draft. Oh no, purple's way back here. What am I talking about? So they can't draft, so they can then move. They can move 1 and then 5 for 6. That's going to get right in a race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a push. 6, none. Okay. That was purple. So now we're going white. White doesn't have a helmet either, but he's got 6. This white guy wants to win this race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, big lead. Pouring it on. Okay, this is green. Green's getting a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. MPDs are supposed to end or start in draft position if it's possible. That one wasn't possible. Forgot to mention that earlier. And here's red. Red's got the helmet. It's got 2 plus 4, so red's getting 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a push in the orange. So orange is going to get a dice roll. And for a possible spin out, he's looking at doesn't roll it, want to roll a 6, and you don't roll a 6, so that's good. So here we go to Team Black. Team Black's getting 4. Boy, oh boy, I keep bumping my head on this. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we're halfway through this segment. We're going to keep going till the race ends. All right, we're only at 39 minutes. Okay, so we're back to the blue again. Blue's got a 2 and a crossover. Blue's way back here. 1, 2. And then you can do a crossover with him. That's the way I read it. And then move 1 because of the field. Catches up the orange guy right away. Here comes the orange's third move, and it's a big one. It's a 6 and a side draft. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No side draft. Back to yellow. Okay, this is the one. Yellow is right now in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. So they can only do 4 if they're 7th. If they were 7th, they could have done a lot more. So they're only going to do. They're going to do 4. Move a 4. He'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I say, hey, what's the name on that? It's Junior Banks making that move. And here comes Gus Gallagher in the purple. He's getting a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're supposed to use that if they can possibly use it. Okay. And Earl Ellison coming up here in the white car. He's got the helmet. Let's see what the helmet is. So it's a crossover. Yes, he can do the crossover. So he's doing the crossover. Getting that extra 1 because of it. And then his card is giving him 3 more. 1, 2, 3. We got a real battle going on here. And green. Here's Green's. Green's got the helmet too, so he's going to get a 1 and a 3, total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't want to risk it if possible. Okay. Now we're doing red. Red's got the helmet. He's getting a total of 5. We're getting really jammed up here. 1, 2. Push for 3. 4, 5. And black is getting 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to this. This is going to be the last round. What will happen here? Let me pick these cards up because we're going to have to use them again and reshuffle them. All right, we're going back here to blue. It's doing 3 in a draft. Okay. 1, 2. Push 3. Blues doesn't want to get a 5. And he did get a 5. So here we go. They spun out. And he's here. He's got 1 more. Can't cross in there, so he's got to push again. Roll again. It's a 4, so this time's 5. So all his moves are done for blue. Okay, orange getting a horsepower 4. This could be a good one. Let me check the book on this horsepower thing. He's getting 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he gets to move 1 more equal to his position. So he gets 1 more to move into there. So we got orange, who started way in the back at the beginning, if you remember, is moved right up there. Here we go, the rest of the squads, the teams. Here comes Junior Banks. Junior's getting 5 only this time. Yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have to keep moving the camera a little bit more so you can see more. Sorry about that. Purple. It's right here. Purple's got the thing. So we're going up here to the say. Can purple draft? Purple can draft 1. And then up there it gets a move of 1. And down here it gets a move of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. That close, huh? And now we got the white, who's been running in the lead all day long. Oh boy, a big one too. 6. 1. And a push for 2. And let's throw for the orange. White number is 3. And they didn't get it, so that's 2. So now we can get out of there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and he went white was gone over the second time. Okay. Now we got green. Green's going to get a total of 4 moves. They've had a tough race. 1, push 2, 3, 4. Red have been having a tough race, and they're only getting 3. 1, 2, 3. Last but not least is black. He's have to have a gigantic run. He's going to have a darn good run. He's going to have 8. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you kidding me? Black took him over at the end. That's at the end of the race, and then you're going to do your scoring. You go over here. First place gets 12, and then 10, 9. Purple's getting 8, 7, 6, 5 down there, and then you mark them on your sheets. Keep them on your sheet. They give you sheets to do it on. I don't want to mark on the cards or anything, because there are. If you're doing a campaign and you have the winners, then and you're erasing that card, they get a champion bonus and so forth later in the advance. But this is just basic. This is the basic starting. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this makes a decision. My final thoughts: rule book, pretty simple to read. Nicely put together, I think. The gameplay, not hard to learn. I have to keep referring because you guys know I'm old than that. So this is my third racing game. I have red, white, and blue racing. I have Thunder Rally, and now I have Thunder Rolls. I enjoy all of them. Each one of them has different mechanisms, so that's what makes them different. So it's not like you would get bored going from one to the other. So go down there and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and push it out in your social media channels. This is SoCalsabre saying, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.